how to achieve whatever you desire. And y'all, I had to figure this stuff out by trial and error and by studying the grades. So it took long for me to figure it out. I'm gonna give it to y'all in this quick video. So please pay attention and apply what I'm saying, because y'all already see how I'm rocking. You already see the success that flows to me. This ain't no coincidence. This is the blueprint. So desire, frequencies, plan, conscious and consistent application, constant reflection. Let's get straight into business. Desire. Your desire is the most important aspect in achieving what you want, because this burning desire is what will keep you going through the challenges in your journey. When you're feeling down, when you get hit by setbacks, you're going to be like, there is a bigger picture. This is my desire. I want to achieve this. All the things that I'm facing right now are compared nothing towards my desire. My desire is worth 1,000,000 times more than all these challenges, than all these things I have to face. And once you think like that, you will keep going when it looks very dull, when it looks hard. This is why you need to have emotion inside of your desire. If there's no emotion in your desire, it will be hard to continue. Because this journey is hard. That's why not many make it. But the people that realize that their desire outweighs everything by a lot will make it. So you need to know why you are doing this. And if I ask you right now, why are you doing this? You'll probably answer, money. Nah, it ain't money. It's what you can do with the money. That you can take care of your loved ones. That you can bring the dreams of your family in reality. That you can finally travel the world. That you can finally quit your job. That takes the soul out of you. That keeps pulling you back into these low vibrational states, which pushes you further from your goal. Now I want to ask you 3 questions, and I want you to note this with a pen and paper. At the top of your paper, write your name and then write new journey. Let's say your name is Honor. That's my name. Honor's new journey is what you write at the top. Write the date, write the time, because in the future you will look back at this and you will see like, whoa, I came this far. And you would have probably crystallized your desire even more, and then you will be like, damn, that was so crazy. It will be beautiful to look back on, trust me. So these 3 questions: if you know you had an abundance of potential, what would you do in your life? Would you travel the world? Would you be a rock star? Would you help people elevate? Would you give back to the people you love? What would you do if you had no fear of criticism? I see a lot of people are so scared of what people might think of them. Why do you care what someone thinks of you that has not achieved what you want to achieve? Because everyone that has achieved success will give props to you if you take the step towards your goals. Every single person. Whenever I see someone that's just starting out on Twitter posting trades, because that's how I started. I started just posting my journey. I respect them a lot, because I was once in their shoes. And the people that have criticism towards you are the people that are scared to take the steps. Most of what people think about others is just a reflection of themselves. So why do you care? So what would you do if you had no fear of criticism? Now the next one is, if you had 6 more months to live, what would you do with your time? I put this one deliberately at the end, because I know a lot of people, when they chase their goal, they get sucked up into it. And I don't want you to get sucked up into your goal and forget the beauties of life. So make sure, while you are chasing your goal, that you are also living the life. This beautiful life. Don't forget this life. Make memories with your friends. Make memories with your family. Be grateful every single second you are on this earth. Like, take a deep breath in and out and feel the abundance of life this beautiful life gives you. And act like it. Act like you love it. Because this life is beautiful to live. Frequencies. The thing that changed me the most is living on a frequency of abundance. That's when everything started flowing to me somehow. And I didn't realize how. Like, I was getting success. It was flowing to me. And I'm like, how am I getting this success? I don't get it. It was so crazy. I'm like, what am I doing differently than when I was unsuccessful? The funny thing is, whenever I get complacent, I realize that I'm not living on the frequency of abundance. And when I'm not living on this frequency, my trading results get worse. And I had to pinpoint this through my journal. Like when I had losing streaks, I was reading it and I was like, you could just feel the energy of this journal entry. It was dull, it was down, it was defeated. And when you get to this frequency, your trading, your results in anything, your life, it becomes a reflection of that. And that's why you need to be on a high frequency. This world, there's infinite frequencies around us. And if you raise your frequency, you will tap into ideas on a different frequency. So if you are looking at the world from a dull view, you will get dull ideas. If you look at the world from a beautiful view, from a beautiful frequency, you will get these beautiful ideas flown into your brain. They just keep flowing through you. All you gotta do is catch the ideas and act on them. And that's why you see, when you are living on the frequency of success, that success will keep flowing to you. It is so crazy. Like when I realized that, my whole life changed. Whole life changed. I promise y'all. Please, don't take what I say light. Because this is heavy. The information I'm dropping right here is what can change your life. This is the heaviest information you will get. This is the blueprint, so act upon it. So what I want you to do is think about how the person living your desired life acts, talks, moves. Where does he live? What car does he drive? How much money does he have in his pockets? How does he act when there is challenges he's facing? I want you to know every single imaginable detail, and then you are going to act like that person. Every time something happens, you're like, okay, what would the ideal owner do right here? And then you do that. And it doesn't matter if it's good or if it's bad. We will go over that in the reflection part. Because if it's bad, then you instantly reflect, fix it. It's that simple. Now, you attract what you put out in life. That's why you're living on a frequency of success. Success comes your way. And when you're outing success, other successful people come your way. When you're outing love, other loving people come your way. So always you will always attract what you put out into this life. So give without take. Once you give, you will receive more in life. There's a law of compensation. You will be compensated for your efforts. Whatever it is, however much or however little, you will be compensated. And I noticed that my best things in life happened when I just gave. I gave others. And then abundance just flew to me. When I was in the abundance frequency, I gave everything. I didn't care. Here's this, here's that. I'm helping everyone. And then this success came back to me. And it's just a constant loop of, it's a beautiful loop. You guys will realize it once you live on that frequency. So please don't take what I'm saying as light, because it is heavy. Plan. Your plan does not have to be perfect. In your journey, you will elevate to greater heights, which brings greater knowledge. So you'll adapt and change the plan along the road. So what we will do, we will reverse engineer our ideal self. And then instantly execute. Because executing is the most important thing. You execute the plan today instantly. After you finish this video, you write the plan and you execute instantly today. Why? Because as Napoleon Hill said, it's a beautiful quote. Most ideas are stillborn and need the breath of life injected into them through definite plans of immediate action. The time to nurse an idea is at the time of its birth. Every minute it lives gives it a better chance of surviving. I want to repeat that last part. Every minute it lives gives it a better chance of surviving. So beautiful. So once you execute your plans and give them a breath of life, every minute after that gives it a better chance of surviving. So start today, please. Best time to start is now. The better time was to start a minute ago, a second ago. The best time to start is now. Now, after you made this plan, I want you to summarize it in a few sentences and read it every single day as you wake up and before you go to sleep. Because when you do this, you will constantly remind your brain that this is what you want to achieve. And when you remind yourself this constantly, it will reflect in your actions. When you act like your ideal self, it will reflect in your actions. You will be put in this frequency in life. You will be put on your ideal self, his frequency, and then the things will start flowing to you. And the most important part I want you to do when you feel yourself drifting back to your old life, to your old frequencies, read the plan again. Go in a silent room, meditate. Visualize your ideal self. Journal. Please, because you acting like that person is what's going to change you. It just changes everything. It sounds so simple because it is that simple. It truly is that simple. And the beauty of life is that the people that achieve great success just know how to do the basics, the simple basics, on a very high level and consistently. Conscious and consistent application. Now what I want you to do is I want you to move with purpose behind every move. Every time you do something, say something. I want you to say it with intent. Because we are a product of our environment. And when we are a product of our environment, we just act like the things that are programmed into us. And it is so crazy. Like, once you realize it, once you realize all your subconscious habits, you will kinda, that's what I got. I felt a bit disgusted. So all these habits, you need to figure out why you're acting a certain way. Let's give a nice example. When you're driving on the road and somebody cuts you off and you get angry. Why do you get angry? The guy cutting you off is probably not that good at driving. You can just say, he probably is not a good driver. I'm not gonna let it affect me. But our habits, instantly, I'm not gonna cuss in this video, but people are like, F you! Why are you driving in front of me? Pay close attention to the road. These are just their subconscious acting. The habits that the programs in them. You need to be living on the abundance frequency. And when somebody cuts you off, you're gonna be like, it's aight. There's an abundance of roads. So I'm not gonna get mad. No, but you get my point. So the key part about consistent application is that your goal is to create habits that will allow you to live your desired life. So this beautiful picture on the right. Discipline leads to habits. Habits lead to consistency. Consistency leads to growth. It is that simple. Well, also a beautiful quote. Your lack of discipline and consciousness is an insult to the people that believe in you and yourself. Keyword yourself. So you're just disrespecting yourself by not acting like your ideal self. So change, even if you start slowly, because direction is way more important than speed. The baby steps in the beginning will feel a lot. And then you take baby steps again and again and again and again and again. And then one day you'll look down. And I want you to journal those days. So one day you will look down, let's just say on your journal, you will read your journal, and then we will see, whoa, I have grown so much as a person. And it will just bring you feeling of joy. So much happiness will flow into you. So that's why journaling is important. Now, what did I say? That's why journaling is important, and now we're at journaling. So constant reflection. And you guys have been asking me so much about journaling, so pay attention. I mean, if you don't know, copy this, I'm gonna go crazy. Because you guys have been asking me, Honor, how do you journal? How do you journal? How do you journal? How do you journal? It is right here, the blueprint. Why journaling is important? Because you will notice your great success comes from the days where you are living on a high frequency. And when you have bad days, you can go back, let's say bad weeks, maybe bad multiple days. You can go back and pinpoint exactly how you were feeling at those days because you are reading your journal entry. And then you will see this reoccurring phenomena that when you have worse days, is usually a reflection of your mind. When you are not feeling well and you are trying to reproduce the results of when you were feeling very well, very abundant, you won't get these results because these results are on another frequency. So the results you're looking for are on a high frequency, but you're not living on a high frequency, and that's why you will have different actions. So your frequencies will determine your actions, and your actions will determine your future. Okay, so what I want you to do in the journal, at the top of the page, write down the date, time, and the title of your journal entry. Then we're going to write down the goals. It can be either actionable steps from your previous journaling session. It can be actionable steps from your big plan. And what I also want you to do is I want you to make sure you track the time you spend per goal. And then you will realize how much you can get done if you're not an NPC. So, reflection. What went well and what could have went better? I want you to write down in this reflection what you just did in your day. And then you're going to read through it. Or you're going to write through it. You're going to write what you did in your day. And then you're going to reflect like, I did this. But could I have done something better? I could have done this better. So what went well and what could have went better? It's that simple. And then after you're done writing that, you just dissect your weaknesses and strengths from these findings. And then you set behaviors in place through actionable steps to diminish your weaknesses and enhance your strengths. And as I said, in your goals, you write, for example, actionable steps from your previous journaling session. So those are those actionable steps. And then you will see just a continuous loop of growth and improvement. And you will level up to different frequencies. It's just a constant loop. It's so beautiful, guys. Please apply what I'm saying. And then this is a good one, because if you did not do this in the beginning, you will have to look back through your journal entries and be like, okay, I need to read all those pages to just get to know what happened. So I want you to reflect on your journal, right? So I had to read through all my pages, and sometimes when I'm in the flow state, I'll be journaling like 3 to 4 pages. And then I had to read 3 to 4 pages. And keep in mind, my journal is an A4. It's not so a small one. So it's a lot of text. So I want you to put a conclusion at the end of every journaling session. And this will help you find out the more important stuff, find out the key stuff. And what it will also help you with is that you don't need to read the whole pages when you want to realize something real quick. Like you'll be like, okay, well, I took this trade on that day. Let me go back to the journal entry. Then you go to the date. Then you're like, what? I journaled 8 pages here. And then you can just go to the conclusion, read those findings, and if they are interesting enough, you can read the whole journal entry. So that's a little gem. It'll save you a lot of time probably. How did I figure that out? By trial and error. So this was the blueprint. I hope you apply. I want to give something else. I want to say something else at the end of this video. I just want you to remember how powerful you are. You can achieve anything you put your heart to. You just have to believe you can do it. And in life, please, just act like how you would like others to act. Be the difference you want to see in the world. Because you cannot change the world, but you can change yourself. Change the way you view things. Whenever a challenge occurs, see that challenge as a thing to grow. Because a lot of people see challenges as obstacles. And when you see obstacles, your subconscious will see more obstacles. But when you see these challenges as something to solve, to level up, you solve them, level up, solve them, level up. See how I'm switching everything in life, how I'm looking at everything positively, how this will change your life for the betterment. This will change your life. This video will change your life if you apply what I have said. So please be the change you want to see in the world. And good luck on your journey. Hopefully in a few months, in a few weeks, you will send me your first journal entry. And then you will say, Honor, wow, look at this. My first journal entry, and this is my last one. Look how much I've grown as a person. Look how much success I've received. Look at what frequency I'm living on. It will be so beautiful, and I hope it will happen to every single one that watches this video. So please apply what I'm saying. I want to see you guys win. But I can only give you the key. You have to take that key and unlock it. I mean, unlock whatever lock it's on. You know what I mean, man. English is not my first language. I don't exactly know the quote, but I will give you the key. Just please use the key properly. Because this piece of information would have changed my life. And I'm giving it to you. You ain't gotta do anything. All I'm asking to you is spread the love and apply it in your own life. Much love. Oscay. Peace.